I'm apologising to you in advance for my accent and my fast speaking. Sorry about that. I want to say a couple of things today. I think the first and most important thing that we should say is I know this has been hard. It's been hard on all of you. We're having a national discussion about your worth and your dignity. And every day you've had to wake up and read the newspapers, turn on the television, turn on the radio, or worse, turn on Twitter and Facebook, and read some of the most appalling things being said about people, the most dishonest things being said about people. And that's hard. I think it's important that we all acknowledge that that has been hard, and that we remind ourselves that everybody else is going through this as well. Over the next 2 weeks, as we try to roll towards winning equality for all LGBTI people and all Australians, try and find some time to take care of yourself, to reach out to LGBTI friends and take care of them, and allow everyone to understand that there's no one out there alone, that we're all in this together, and that we're going to take this journey together, and that we're going to care for each other and celebrate together when this journey ends, hopefully on November the 15th, and then finally before Christmas, when our laws will reflect each and every one of us as full citizens. So, the other thing as we take care of each other that I really want to say today is how incredible all of you have been. This is a campaign that has been about dignity and respect, and what is winning it everywhere in Australia is your dignity and respect. In the face of some of the most horrendous things being said, in the face of what is probably one of the most negative campaigns that has been waged against any group of people in living memory, you have not lost your dignity. You have not lost your smiles. You have understood that this is a campaign about respect, and that we must look like the respect we seek. We have understood that this is a campaign about conversations, not arguments. A campaign that took place at kitchen tables and on streets as we knocked doors and changed the hearts and minds of Australia, as the people of Australia realise that marriage equality is not a what, marriage equality is a who. It is someone who sits beside us every day. And as if you have held your dignity, your steely dignity, with pure determination, you have gained the admiration of an entire country, and you have won them over. Because you know, and we know, that when people understand that marriage equality is a who, they become supporters forever. When people understand that it's just Margaret who wants to get married, people realise that it's going to have no impact on them at all. The day after marriage equality happens, nobody will be less married, and nobody will be more gay. And no, that's a tragedy. I can't do anything about that. But it's true, and it's your conversations have got people to that point, because that's the reassurance people need. The other thing, of course, and the final thing I'd say is, there's still 2 weeks to go. There are 4 million votes out there that still have to be cast, and each and every one of us has to go and find them and make sure they make it into the post box. Each and every one of us has to do every single thing we can right to the very end of this. Each and every one of us has to go to bed on the final night of this campaign knowing I did everything. Every aunt was phoned, every granny was brought to the post box, every friend, every neighbour, every work colleague. You can't wake up the day after this thinking there was a little bit more I could do. This is everything. We do this not just for ourselves, we do this for people we will never meet. We do it for people we will never know. We do it for people who aren't even born yet, so that they can grow up in a country where they don't know inequality, where they never feel the sting of it. We do it for the couples who are sitting at a table somewhere today, as they have done every day for the last 50 years, in love, taking care of each other, but not able to have the same dignity as everybody else in their families. We do it for the people who have left their hometowns, the people they love, the communities they love, to live somewhere else, to disappear, to be erased from history, to become an uncomfortable moment. We do it to vindicate them. We do it because somewhere in Toowoomba today, or anywhere across the country, there's a young woman who's making the most beautiful of discoveries. It's a discovery that everybody makes, who we are and who we're going to fall in love with. And right now, as she makes that discovery, she makes the horrible realization that her aspirations can never be the same as her brothers and sisters. And that's not acceptable to us and never will be acceptable to us. That's why we have 2 weeks. That's why we have 2 weeks to do everything. No stone unturned will be left unturned. Right to the very final hour of this campaign, we have to give it our all because it's worth it. We have to give it our all because we know someday we'll wonder what all the fuss was about. We have to give it our all because there's people we have never met who deserve better than this, and we can deliver it for them. Thank you very much.